they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Back to it after the pick six. Cousin. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. On first and 10, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
48.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Mike, 48. Mike, 48. Oh, yeah, I'm
coming.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 48. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. I got one.
Hey, flipper, flipper.
Shoot.
Wide, wide.
Third and long for Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 16.
Be ready. Be ready.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Here we go, D. 47. Come again.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40, Mike 40.
Go.
You ain't doing it. Kill. 26.
Here's Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Third and long for Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. Sherrill's to return it. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Call it a gain of 5, and it's a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch 300. 48. What's that?
Cousins now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Cousins. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
48 for Mike.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, look for
Gun. Hey, Zoo. Good routes here.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Man, move it. You got to get that.
Play fake. Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Go get him.
Cousins on 1st down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Cousins again. It's complete to Diggs. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
It's our time. It's our time.
Gun.
48, Mike 48.
Got
2. Like that.
Now Cousins on 4th down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone.
Recon, 132 fighter. First.
48's the mic.
Leave it. Ring up, 48.
Hurt.
Gun.
Twist. Say.
Wait, the hot.
Give to Cook out of the gun. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Complete to Kyle Rudolph. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Mike 48. Mike 48.
Two. Hey, Charlie. Gun.
48's Mike. 48's Mike.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It's 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Kill.
Gun. What's that?
Cousins. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
For Dalvin Cook. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Bailey's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here we go, Steve.
Again, it's Elliott. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, here we go. Go right in.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Prescott now. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Mike 40. I'm coming for you. Mike. 36.
Hey, alert 3.
Hey, kill. 47.
A first down throw for Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Gun.
Get him, you got him.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
What's that? 48 Mike. Silver.
And they're going to go with a jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Check.
Gun.
Check. 48's the Mike. I got him.
A toss to Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Three down. Watch the safety creep. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll try to run some clock now with Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Here we go. Watch it, hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Prescott's pass caught by Austin, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. A first down carry by Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Pass on target. Prescott to Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 56 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something up. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Run.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Yo. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Cousins now from the 50. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field from the right hash. It's a 46-yard attempt. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
Takeover first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The field goal we just saw has us now at a one-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
From the 27, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Prescott. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because, you know, the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Now Prescott on fourth down. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Elliott running right. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go to Elliott again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.